Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. I'm going to show you how to change your rear shocks on a 2006 Toyota Sienna minivan. I'm going to show you here the shocks on this van. They're making lots of noise, and I don't know if you can see, but the shock is actually broken here. So it's making lots of squeaking and squealing noise. But all you need to do is lift the vehicle up to take a little bit of the weight off of this, and we're gonna take off this nut right here. It's a 19 millimeter. Okay, so I've just got a little pry bar and just come over here to this side of the shock and then just pop it off. There we go. Now we can come up in the back of the van. Now in the back of the van, you'll see on the side you've got these two access panels opposite each other. And there's a little slot right there. Just get something small in there to wedge and pry that out. I'm just using a little screwdriver, and there's the top of our shock. So we can pull this little rubber cap off, and and there's the top of our shock right there. So we need to get a wrench, and you see it's got a little Allen key on the inside, or an Allen wrench opening. So we're gonna get something in there too, so that the top of the shock doesn't turn. Okay, so you can see the little setup here. So this is just a 6 millimeter Allen wrench and a 17 millimeter wrench. I'm just using the ratcheting box end wrench here, and it's hard with one hand, but without that Allen wrench this would just turn. So I'm going to have to use two hands here to loosen that. I got to set the camera down. Okay, so once you get it broken loose, you can just kind of prop the Allen wrench on the side there and loosen it up all the way. And the shock will just drop down below after I loosen this. There it goes. And we can take off this washer, and this little rubber piece here as well. I'll lay this down and show you. You can see that was completely broken, and of course making lots of noise. The bushing's gone on the inside there too, and then this upper part of the shock was hung up in there, and so we just pushed that out. So our new shocks, a little bit different on the top. Instead of an Allen head, they just have a little squared off edge, so you can use an open end wrench on that. So we'll go down below and well, before we do that, see, we've got our two washers and our rubber bushings here. So we'll put one on the shaft here, and one of these on there as well, and then we'll put that up from below. Okay, so all I did was feed it up through from below, and I have it sitting on the other mount. Now this is a little loose because I've got the car lifted up, but I'm just gonna at least get this started, or put this into place if I can. Actually, looks like I can't get any threads on there just yet, so I'm going to lower the car just a little bit to push that up all the way through. Lower the vehicle just enough so I can get a few threads on here, and that worked just fine. And now I'm going to go down below and tighten up the nut that holds the shock on below. Okay, so we can put our washer back on. and the nut, which has got a really broad base, or it looks like a washer attached to it. We've got the bottom part torqued down, so now we can come up to the top. The new one here is not a 17 millimeter, this is a 19 millimeter, and of course that's just turning. So you can see at the top there, it's notched, and we can get a 5/16 wrench on there, and what we'll do is just prop that up so that it will hit the side here just to at least hold it in place, and then I'll use two hands to torque that down, but you get the idea here. Now you don't want to go so far that the bushings are just completely flat and bulging out, but you do want to go down quite a ways to where they are starting to bulge out and seated properly. But I'm gonna set the camera down so I can do that, and I've got to hold this wrench. Okay, and you can see that's about where you want that, and then you can just put this little cover back on and put the little plastic piece back in, and you're done. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.